us to look at the crossroads. Here's my deal. Here's what I believe all our deal should be. We stand at the crossroad every day, but what we're trying to do is get our vertical relationship with God right. How many of y'all believe that's first things first? If we get our vertical relationship with God right, then the horizontal is going to fall in place as much as it depends on us. Okay? It don't always depend on us to live at peace with everybody. But at least we can try to be a peacemaker. And we're going to get into that a little bit later on. But after seeing your nightly inventory, how many of y'all believe that nightly inventory is extremely important? It's one of the most valuable tools of methods that I've ever used. And it was a foreign concept to me. I used to go to bed at night either being mad about what we didn't get done today, that we should have got done today, or worried about what I was going to have to do the next day. And the only thing I had in mind, it was nothing but worldly motivation. So I don't have that today. I live in this world. We have to work in this world so we can provide the electricity, the gas, and everything. But it don't have to be our God anymore. It can be our servant. Money gradually becomes our servant and not our God. Money becomes a means of exchanging love and service with those about us. So I just wanted to do that, and we're going to go back to where Sid left off at. That's one of my favorite deals. See, what we want to do is, this is a past tense deal, okay? Word week. That's reviewing your film. Every day is game day, okay? Were we? And if we was, we want to try to correct it. And a lot of times, the stuff, when I review it at night, I have to make some amends the next day. I'm sorry I said what I said the way I said it. I'm sorry I did what I did. So a lot of times, when you review nightly inventory, you can't even make amends to the people that you might have made a cutting remark to at McDonald's or whatever the case may be. So whatever it is, we want to evaluate everything and look at everything as learning experiences in a positive way. That is so important. I was doing a meeting several years ago, and I made this statement. I said we have to examine ourselves to see if our faith is genuine. We have to test ourselves. And this woman raised her hand. She said, "How are we going to test ourselves, John?" I said, "We got to answer some questions." So when I go to bed at night, I invite God on my nightly review, and and the ones that are the most learning experiences for me is when I had a conversation with somebody, in whatever the situation may have been. And then I think this is seeking that divorce from self-pity motives, dishonest motives, self-seeking motives. More than likely, your plans are going to change when you seek that divorce. Now, today's Tuesday night. Some of us may have some plans for the weekend that might need to change. Y'all understand what I'm talking about? We done worked all week and it's Friday night. Now, what we going to do now? There's the key word, persistently. We're supposed to set our sights on things above, not on earthly things. Over 34 years now, my sight was to become like my teacher, my ultimate teacher. And I believe it's better to aim high and fall short than to aim low and hit. But I never knew how powerful motives were. And you can have motives and still try to control other people. Good motives and still try to control other people. And then when you try to control something that you don't have the power to control, that nature of darkness is going to control you. That's what I believe with all my heart. So, what Sandra and I do every day, we try to practice this every day. We just started doing this a few weeks ago. before I usually leave home, before she does. Not bouncing it out, don't know what I'm doing. But what I try to do is I try to pray this prayer with her every morning. I pray that we would be shown all throughout the day what our next step is to be. And that's what I call walking hand in hand with the Spirit of the universe. And that I be given whatever it is to take care of any such problems. How many of y'all have had some problems today? How many of y'all have had some troubles today? How many of us are aware that problems present opportunities for the nature of light or God, and it presents an opportunity for the nature of darkness? And how I look at it makes all the difference in the world. So God wants us to accept and solve our problems so we'll have a testimony for Him. And the nature of darkness wants us to look at our problems and wants us to think negative and wants us to say, well, what else is going to happen? Well, what else is going to happen? Any of y'all have that little committee meeting all throughout the day? What else is going to happen? I can't believe this happened. I can't believe this didn't happen. How many of y'all believe that perspective is so powerful for you to be positive? I can't tell y'all what took place yesterday, a series of events. And it was rough going yesterday afternoon in the spiritual realm, because it was a sure enough spiritual battle going on. I'm not going to tell y'all any details or anything, but all my plans changed yesterday afternoon through one phone call. And somebody else made a phone call. And then next thing you know, we had a big deal going on in a series of events. And it didn't happen the way, it didn't end up happening the way we wanted it to happen. But I believe it happened the way God wanted it to happen. But we wished it could have been an easier, softer way for what did happen. But it didn't. And a lot of times, we get bent out of shape in God's handiwork, and we start complaining and griping and have no idea that we are complaining about God's handiwork. Here's a powerful prayer that a lot of us have been saying for a long period of time. God is the potter, and we are the clay. So we offer ourselves to God to build His character up inside us, to build with us and to do with us as He sees fit. And that's learning how to trust in God. We're going to ask God to relieve us. We're going to ask God to relieve us from the bondage of self. When you start considering how self manifests itself, the first thing you consider is your resentments and your grudges and your anger. How does the devil manifest himself? He wants us to get mad, and he wants us to stay mad, and then he wants us to point a finger at what they did or what they didn't do. And what the devil don't want us to see, that is his working through the people. And the devil, I believe, wants us to look at everything in the natural, or from a worldly point of view, or wants us to evaluate everything from a worldly perspective. And that's some of his biggest traps. So we want to be trained by discipline to learn how to sidestep his traps. And so, in order for us to be faithful, we got to look and see how we've been unfaithful. That's why we review our day and night. In order for us to be obedient, we got to look and see how we've been disobedient. In order for us to be disciplined, and all coaches believe in discipline, and so does God, we got to look and see where we've been undisciplined. So we ask God to relieve us from the bondage of self, which means we're in a self-constructed prison, which means in reality we're prisoners of spiritual warfare because we're looking at everything from a worldly perspective. And that's where that selfishness and self-centeredness comes in. So instead of being selfish, we want to be unselfish. Instead of being self-centered, we want to be God-centered. So we offer ourselves to God on a daily basis to do this. We ask God to take away our difficulties. How many of us have difficulty forgiving other people? How many of us have difficulty forgiving ourselves? How many of y'all believe that if God forgives, He'll remember no more as far as the east is to the west? So if you've asked for God's forgiveness, I'm going to pose a challenging question to you. Why do you lack the ability not to depend upon God's perfect forgiveness? And why do you lack the ability not to depend upon God's perfect love? And if love keeps no record of wrongs, and God is love, what kind of example are we supposed to be setting on a daily basis? Because some of those people that we got resentments against, they may have asked God 5 seconds ago to forgive them, and God forgave them, but we're still sitting on the judgment seat. We're sitting on the throne of God because we aren't willing to forgive them because of what they did. And we're looking at it in the natural instead of the spiritual. Instead of being them and they that was working through we and us, we look at the vessel as being the source of power instead of the nature of darkness being the source of power. Does that make sense? Y'all think about that. That's real deep stuff. So we want to get victory over any unforgiveness we got. That's one of the most difficult things one of the most difficult obstacles we have to overcome. Because what happens is we start pondering a twisted or broken relationship, and our emotions get defensive, and instead of looking at the wrongs we've done somebody else, we resentfully focus on the wrongs they've done us. And then we get caught up with the yeah buts and the if onlys, and I ain't never gonna forgive them. Y'all know about that attitude? Well, who wants you to have that attitude? It ain't God, okay? So if we get victory over our difficulties, the only way to get victory over it is by God's power, God's love, and God's way of life. And what we want to do is do His will one day at a time. Yesterday's gone. We don't know if we're going to be here tomorrow or not. But if we do a good job of living today and tomorrow comes for us, then we'll do a good job when it arrives, so there's no need to worry about it. But how many hours have we squandered and wasted feeding and fanning or nurturing a grudge or resentment? And then here comes Mr. and Miss Self-Pity. And then we start feeding these companions. And we want to get relief from that. How many of y'all want to get relief from that? If y'all will, repeat this prayer after me. God, I offer myself to Thee. To build with me. And to do with me. Thy will. Relieve me of the bondage of self. That I may better do Thy will. Take away my difficulties, Lord. Take victory over them. May bear witness. So that I would have Thy power. Thy love. Thy way of life. May I do Thy will always. One day at a time. Now let's do the we bear. Here's body, okay? We on a team now. We on this team over here. We're not playing over here. Y'all ready? God, we offer ourselves to Thee. To build with us. And to do with us. Thy will. Relieve us from the bondage of self. That we may better do Thy will. Take away our difficulties, Lord. Take victory over them. May bear witness. Those that we would have. Your power. Your love. Your way of life. May we do Thy will always. One day at a time. Then what we do, I usually conclude my prayer with Sandra. And I do it with some of my friends when they get on the phone with me early in the morning. Grant us strength as we go out from here to do your will and your will only. Help us be enthusiastic and let your light shine brighter and brighter through us with each passing day of our lives. And when Sandra and I pray, we say we don't pray this just for Sandra and I, Lord. We pray this for our friends and our family. And so, y'all have been prayed for today. And that makes me feel good. It makes y'all feel good. I just got this glory all over me. That makes me feel real good.